So do not believe the Airbnb review. The host got it removed. So you telling me this whole time I've been booking Airbnb? Be a friend, I could be your homie. You should make me your girl. Oh, if it's something that you need, then baby, come and share my world. Share my world. What it do, you guys? It's your girl Saya Marie. Welcome back to my first story time. Currently outside charging my Tesla right now, but I do have a story time that I want to fill y'all in on, because I'm basically semi being harassed about this situation, and it's super crazy. So let's get into the story time, okay? So the dates that I stayed at this Airbnb, let me get the correct dates up. So I stayed at this Airbnb from August the 22nd to August the 24th of 2025. And on arrival, like midday, like probably 7 o'clock at this Airbnb, okay? And I have a picture of the Airbnb right here. So we arrived, whatever, and if you want like a detail of what I did that day and all that, I do have that video link down below for my Nashville trip. But anyways, we ended up staying at this Airbnb. This was like my boyfriend pre-birthday celebration in Nashville, and we went shopping, all that shebang, and then we ended up coming back to the Airbnb. So my boyfriend took a shower first, then I took a shower. After I got out the shower, my boyfriend was going to lay in the bed. And y'all, this Airbnb was set up like a loft. I'm going to insert a picture. And my boyfriend is the type of person, he's going to check everything from the get-go. So before he laid down, he noticed that it was a vent, because you can feel the breeze behind, literally like behind your head, right? So he moved the bed up so the vent wouldn't be blowing directly on our head. So he moved the bed up and realized the vent had buku mold. Here's the video. And once he realized it had buku mold, he sent me the video. Mind you, I was in the downstairs bathroom, which is only one bathroom because it's a loft, and it was downstairs. So he sent me the video. I'm like, I look up because it's a vent in the bathroom. That vent full of placky looking mold. Here's the picture. Okay, so mind y'all, this is 2 months ago. The current date is November the 25th. Okay, so basically, I notified the Airbnb host about the mold. I did let them know that night. It was pretty late. I think it was maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when we was actually getting ready to lay down. So I, being a human, I knew that they weren't going to respond that night. So we just pushed the bed from the wall and just slept basically in the middle of the floor. Not even the middle of the floor. Just pushed the bed up off the wall where the vent was. So I sent all the information, letting the host know, like, oh, your Airbnb has mold. What can we do to, either accommodate this issue or fix this issue, right? So next day proceed, we are heading out, and then the Airbnb host messaged me and let me know that they would send somebody over to clean the mold, right? Day goes on. We were at this spot called Egg Drip, I believe, and we were eating. So I go in to like just Google about mold, because I don't know nothing about mold. And come to find out, mold has to be treated, and it's not like a 1 day process. So I let the Airbnb host know that. Mind you, our stay was basically for 2 days, from the 22nd to the 24th. Yeah, 22nd from the 24th. Let the host know. They really didn't give me an answer, right? So I'm like, that's weird. So I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna just let Airbnb know, right? So Airbnb solution was refunding me the cleaning fee. Of course, I was not happy with that, but I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I stayed here. They got mold. I'm just gonna write a review. Since y'all didn't really accommodate me or fix the issue, just refunded me the cleaning fee. So cool, I let it go. No problem, whatever. If that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do. That's how y'all want to conduct business. That's how y'all conduct business. Cool. I just will never stay there again. So I ended up, after leaving, heading home. I wrote a review because you do have the option to write a review on Airbnbs, and literally every Airbnb I've ever booked, I've wrote an Airbnb. I wrote a review. Any Airbnb book that I've booked on my account, I wrote a review. And anyway, so I wrote a review basically letting them know, like, people know, like, yeah, this place has mold, and if you want to see, check out my YouTube video, right? Mind you, it had been posted for 2 months, right? So what day was this? Let me give y'all the date where somebody messaged me. So I want to say it was Thursday. I want to say Thursday. Somebody commented under my Nashville video named like net00. I had a screenshot right here. Basically trying to confront me like, oh, y'all, you're a typical guest. All y'all want to do is a refund, but stayed the whole time. Like, what's wrong with it? Like, it's just a little mold. What? Somewhere you're paying to stay just got a little mold and I'm just supposed to be okay with it? Cool. That day I had time. Basically, I'm at the time, I'm just thinking this is just like a regular person just commenting, right? So mind you, this is 2 months after I've stayed at this place. So they came and commented under my YouTube video. So I'm thinking it's just like a casual person. I'm not, I'm not doing too much in the comments, being real. Anyways, we kind of chit-chatting it up. I'll put the screenshots up. And next day proceed. Early that morning, I got a message from the actual Airbnb host, and they text my cellular device, okay? Basically trying to say, oh, they would compensate me to either, like, basically to edit my review, and they would compensate me. I don't move like that. Like, I review food. You can't pay me to alter my review if that is my actual review. You want me to lie? That's what you're saying? You want me to lie and say that you didn't have mold? And their reasoning was because they say they no longer have mold. Back in August you had mold. That's what my review date say it's from August, because it lets you know from when I booked. What do you mean y'all don't have that? That has nothing to do with my current stay, right? So I'm basically letting them know, like, yeah, you can't bribe me to change my review. You can't. You can't. And I don't want to stay there for free, because I don't even think they were insinuating like money, but it might have been money. But I felt like they were insinuating like, oh, you can get a free stay, but kind of like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put the messages here. So I'm like, no, not changing my review. Don't message me again. And I also will be letting Airbnb know that you're trying to contact me. You got my number from an old reservation, which is weird. And then you trying to like persuade me to change it. So once it was like 7-8 a.m. when they messaged me. Once I fully got up out the bed, I called Airbnb and let Airbnb know, like, hey, this host was trying to basically persuade me to delete my review, and they would pay me, right? Or compensate me. Not necessarily pay me. I don't think they were saying, here goes some money, but they were saying like, here, we'll give you a free stay. So I let Airbnb know, the woman I originally spoke with, she was saying like, oh, like, you have nothing to worry about. Your review follows Airbnb guidelines. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I know that, but I'm just letting y'all know. I'm letting y'all know that this is what somebody that's a host under your app is doing. And yeah, like, no, I just want this documented. That's what I wanted. I wanted to let y'all know that they plan on y'all top, okay? For me to change my review. Okay, so then later that day, I come home. It was probably maybe 8-9 o'clock. I get a message, email from Airbnb. I get an email from Airbnb basically saying, oh, your review has been removed. Removed? Who removed? I didn't remove it. Who removed it? So right then and there, I'm like, oh, so y'all basically saying that the reviews under Airbnb aren't real because y'all you can let somebody take the review down? Is that what you're telling me, Airbnb? So I'm like, oh, okay. Call Airbnb again. I call Airbnb again. I'm like, hey, I seen my review been removed. Why? It's because it said that I was violating community guidelines, but the lady I spoke to earlier didn't say I was violating community guidelines. She actually, I didn't even ask, was I following community guidelines? She stated I was following community guidelines. So now, after I told y'all, it's removed? Huh? So I'm gonna put in a little audio of the conversation I had with who, I guess the customer service lady. Well, no, I'm like, I got transferred to, I guess, a lead or a manager in the customer service area.
Angel, one of the senior case managers at Airbnb. I believe I'm speaking with Asaya.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. So my colleague mentioned that you're requesting to speak with a supervisor. This is in regard to the review that you have left that was removed.
Yes.
Posted.
So why after it being 2 months up there, today after I called, you guys decided to take it down if it was against guidelines anyways?
Yeah, so I can see that the host has contacted us to request for a removal of your review, and then it was assessed by our review team to make sure it follow our review policy, and they were able to determine that it did not, so that's why it was removed.
So y'all basically removed it because the host requested it to be removed?
Yes, host and guest can request a review removal twice if the review is negative, and we do have a specialized team that can handle with that request. And yeah, if it violates, then we will remove it. If it's not, then we will keep the review.
So basically, the reviews when someone looks up at Airbnb and they look at the reviews, those you're basically saying the reviews are lies because the Airbnb host can decide what can be under the reviews and what can't, right?
Yeah, we do provide a guest and host, like a chance to express or provide their feedback or experience during their stay. It's just a matter of like following our Airbnb like review policy. Like if it violates, then we will have to remove it. If it's not, then again, we'll have to keep it.
Okay. And she was basically saying like, oh yeah, hosts can request reviews to be removed. They have up to, I guess it's a certain amount of requests reviews they can get deleted off their profile. And she got mine removed that they had mold. And I think that is very weird because if y'all actually do have mold, and originally my review follow community guidelines, how all of a sudden now it doesn't follow community guidelines? And then she was like, yeah, the host got it removed. So you telling me this whole time I've been booking Airbnbs, the reviews that I see under there, y'all modify, y'all pick and choose what what reviews can and can't be under the review section? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool beans. So this is my message to all the people that book Airbnbs. I'm letting y'all know the reviews are fake. Okay, the reviews are fake. The screenshots, the information is here, y'all. They literally, if your review is bad, they boom your review off. They boom it off. So do not believe the Airbnb reviews. Your best bet is if your homegirl or somebody you know directly didn't stay in that Airbnb, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into, truthfully. Because that Airbnb had hella mode, okay? Hella mode. So this is my message, y'all. Airbnbs, the reviews are fake. Literally, the reviews are fake. The reviews are fake. Like, the host can literally get a review that they do not like taken off of the review section. So, hey. The host said that they ain't got mode no more, but would I trust it? Nah. They just said that to get me to take down my review, but babies, I didn't. Y'all got it removed. And then also, I'm like, okay, so since my review doesn't follow community guidelines, let me modify it then, right? I could just say, okay, they have mode. She said, oh yes, out of the time period to write a review, so you can't modify it. But y'all took it down. If y'all could take it down because it didn't follow community guidelines, why didn't you notify me? Mind you, I've been up there 2 months. Why didn't y'all notify me that it didn't follow community guidelines in the time period where I could have modified if it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It just gave like, what are we doing? You know, like, what are we doing? Y'all basically are allowing people to lie. Basically, just allowing fake reviews under these Airbnbs and having us come into who knows what. Like, y'all, we think this is a true luxury, clean Airbnb. Whole time, this is a trash house. Like, what? Literally, like, what? But hey, I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm just the messenger. So like I said, if you book an Airbnb, just know the reviews are fake. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And your girl is